International Weather Forecast News Bulletin. Good day, and welcome to our International Weather Forecast program. We are delighted to accompany you in this special bulletin. Ladies and gentlemen, the weather situation across the Atlantic and the Caribbean is showing several remarkable developments. A tropical storm has weakened after moving inland. A strong tropical wave is sweeping through the Caribbean, bringing widespread rainfall. While off the coast of West Africa, a new system has emerged with high potential for development. These three hotspots will be the focus of today's bulletin. First, let us begin with the Caribbean. At present, a strong tropical wave is active and has already triggered heavy rainfall over a wide area. The heaviest downpours are concentrated in southern Haiti and the Dominican Republic, where both urban and rural communities are experiencing temporary flooding. In the coming hours, this rainband is expected to expand further, covering Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, and even spreading towards Central America. Meteorologists assess that although the rainfall is intense and continuous, the likelihood of this system developing into a tropical depression remains low for now. The reason lies in the presence of strong upper-level winds, which disrupt organization and prevent the system from consolidating into a fully developed storm. Not only the Caribbean, but the West African coastline is also drawing close attention. A new tropical wave is forming in this region and is about to move into the Atlantic Ocean. This area is often referred to as the hurricane nursery, where most of the season's major storms are born. According to reliable forecast models from the United States, Europe, Canada, and ICON, this tropical wave has a fairly clear structure and considerable strength. Several scenarios suggest that within just a few days, the system could intensify into a tropical depression and potentially develop into a tropical storm next week. This means the Atlantic hurricane season still holds many unpredictable risks, and residents of the Caribbean islands should remain on high alert. One of the most critical factors in storm development is sea surface temperature. Current observations show that the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico are running abnormally warm, far above the long-term average. This serves as abundant fuel to promote the formation and intensification of tropical cyclones. However, at present, the unfavorable element is wind shear aloft, the change in wind direction and speed with height. When wind shear is too strong, convective cloud systems cannot organize into a cyclonic structure, thereby suppressing storm development. This explains why the system in the Caribbean is producing widespread heavy rain but has yet to evolve into a tropical storm. Nevertheless, the risk from these rains is far from minor. With a general east to west movement, the tropical wave is drawing closer to densely populated areas. In the coming days, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Jamaica, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and even Trinidad and Tobago will lie within its path of influence. Forecast rainfall totals are high, covering mountainous terrain as well as coastal lowlands, increasing the risk of flash floods, landslides, and significant inundation. In reality, drainage systems in many Central American countries remain limited, meaning that even a single 100 mm rainfall event within 24 hours can cause serious damage to livelihoods and infrastructure. Forecasters also note that a high-pressure system currently present over the northern Caribbean is acting like a steering wheel, guiding the tropical wave westward. Under current conditions, the system is likely to continue moving straight west. However, long-range models indicate the possibility of troughs or subtropical lows intervening, which could redirect the system northward. This uncertainty is common in extended forecasts, and experts emphasize the importance of closely monitoring each update to ensure timely preparedness. Looking into specific rainfall amounts, meteorological maps highlight several hotspots. In Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and western Puerto Rico, rainfall could exceed 50 mm, leading to localized flooding in both urban and rural areas. In Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, and inland Venezuela, rainfall around 25 mm is expected, not extreme, yet still capable of triggering flash floods in mountainous zones and flooding in low-lying valleys. Meanwhile, Central American nations such as Costa Rica, Panama, Nicaragua, and Honduras are forecast to receive extreme rainfall. with totals surpassing 100 millimeters in some places. This is a truly alarming figure, as given the steep terrain, prolonged downpours could easily trigger landslides, river overflows, and flash flooding. Additionally, Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, Barbados, the Virgin Islands, Cuba, and the Bahamas are all expected to see increasing showers and thunderstorms by midweek. While these may not be as severe, they still warrant caution. Another aspect to highlight is the long-term impact on socioeconomic life. Widespread heavy rain not only threatens residents near mountains and rivers but also affects agriculture, particularly crops that are nearing harvest in many Caribbean and Central American nations. Persistent rainfall could destroy farmland, disrupt road transport, and severely affect tourism, an essential source of income for numerous island nations in the region. In light of this, international weather agencies are urging local authorities and residents to prepare appropriate response measures. In landslide-prone areas, swift evacuation is advised, along with reinforcement of infrastructure and stocking up on essential supplies in anticipation of prolonged heavy rains. Meanwhile, the maritime and tourism industries are also advised to limit operations during periods of heavy seas and thunderstorms, ensuring safety for residents and visitors alike. Ladies and gentlemen, looking at the bigger picture, the current weather over the Caribbean and Atlantic represents a combination of conflicting forces. On the one hand, extremely high sea surface temperatures increase the risk of new storms forming. On the other, strong wind shear is temporarily suppressing tropical cyclone development. As a result, the systems in place are primarily producing widespread heavy rain rather than immediately intensifying into strong storms. However, once wind shear weakens in the coming days, the likelihood of storm formation will rise significantly. Today's bulletin delivers a clear message, even though no new named storms have formed yet. The dangers from widespread heavy rainfall are very real. People across the Caribbean islands, Central America, and even the southern coasts of North America should remain vigilant, closely monitor developments, and proactively take preventive measures. Thank you for following our program. We will continue to bring you the latest updates in upcoming bulletins. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive the most accurate and timely international weather forecasts.